Today I'm predicting game week 20 of the Premier League season. We start off with Wolves at the bottom of the table and Arsenal at the top of the table. Now before I start, could you like, comment, share, subscribe, hype up the video. Thank you for doing so. And we start off with Aston Villa. They're at home against Nottingham Forest. I think this is a match where Aston Villa are definitely easily going to win. Be a bit hard because of how Sean Dyche Nottingham Forest plays. But I do think Aston Villa are going to win 2-1. It will be a comfortable 2-1 win. A bit hard fought, but comfortable. I don't know if that makes sense. But they definitely are going to win. I don't think this game should be a doubt for Aston Villa. I think they're going to win easily. And it will be 2-1 win for Aston Villa. And they'll be happy. They got the points they need. And they could hopefully try and get closer to whoever's in first in the league, which is currently Arsenal. And Nottingham Forest, unlucky for them. The next match is Brighton versus Burnley. I think this is a match where Brighton are going to tell everyone, look, we're not the best, but we're definitely not the worst. And this is where they're going to beat Burnley. I think they're going to have a nice, easy, let's say 2-0 win. And there'll be an efficient win, but it's a win nonetheless. And I think they're going to win and they'll climb up that table. And another loss for a newly promoted team. Now the next match is Wolves versus West Ham United. I just made a video saying Wolves won't win a single Premier League game, and I definitely don't think so. So this is a match where I think West Ham, yes, Nuno hasn't transformed them as much as he has transformed Nottingham Forest, but I still think this is where West Ham are going to win. Jarrod Bowen would be the best player on Wolves' team by far. And that says a lot for Wolves. And I think they're definitely going to win. And Wolves are in big disrepair. Anyways, I think Wolves are going to lose this one. And West Ham are going to take a nice, easy, let's say 3-0 win. I think they're going to win 3-0. And they'll take that. And they're going to the next game. The next match is Bournemouth versus Arsenal. This is where Bournemouth are at home and Arsenal just keep winning, which is very hard for me as a Chelsea fan to say and to hear. But I do think this is going to be a match where Bournemouth somehow get a draw and they'll somehow nick a draw. I don't know how, but I think they will. And I feel like it will be a 1-1 draw. And Bournemouth will definitely take this. Arsenal will be so annoyed at this, but I guess they'll have to accept their 1 point against Bournemouth, and that'll really derail them in their title pursuits, I feel like, because they only if Man City beat Sunderland, they'll be 2 points behind. So if they draw and City beat Chelsea, City will actually go ahead of them because of the goal difference. So even Arsenal at the top of the league, they still have a lower goal difference than Manchester City. Yep. But anyways, the next match is on the next day, and that's Leeds versus Manchester United. I feel like this is going to be a great match. And it's a surprising match because I tell you what, Leeds are going to win. They're at home. I feel like the home fans will go crazy and they're definitely going to go out there to win. It's a derby day. Calvert-Lewin, he's somehow their main man, Leeds' main man, and I feel like he's going to really help them. And I feel like Leeds are going to win, let's say 3-1. Generally, I think Leeds are going to win 3-1. Calvert-Lewin is going to get 2 of those goals. And the 1 goal scored by Manchester United could be, let's say, Cunha. But I definitely think they'll win. The next match is Everton versus Brentford. Everton, they're at home. And, these two teams act quite similar. Not in play styles or not generally much. But the one thing they are similar in is the form and the momentum and how they are. I feel like this is where Everton, they're going to show the class. I feel like they're going to win against Brentford. And I feel like it'll be a nice, great win. And Dave Moyes will show him how great he is. But I feel like, they'll win. And they'll probably win 3-1. And the only thing that's really separating these two sides is the caliber of Everton players. Just a much higher level. But a lot of them are out injured and suspended. So you never know. But I think they are going to win 3-1. Next match is Fulham versus Liverpool. Fulham are home. And I feel like they're going to have an upset here. I feel like they're going to win 2-0. No, sorry. Let's go 3-1. And I feel like Fulham are going to have an upset. and everyone's got a lot for Liverpool again, and I feel like they are going to win 3-1, and I'll definitely be happy. I don't know, what about you guys? But I feel like Fulham are going to win 3-1. Harry Wilson, he'll score 1. Raul Jimenez, he'll get 2. And Liverpool, just go Ekitike, he'll go score another. And Fulham will win that match. The next match is Newcastle vs Palace. And I feel like both these teams, they've kind of underperformed compared to pre-season perspectives or objectives. Yeah. Because a lot of people thought these teams would be quite high up. Well, especially Newcastle, because Newcastle, they played in the Champions League before, they played in Europe before, and they did great last season. They came, 5th place? And my team Chelsea beat them to the spot, but I do think they've got to better. And yes, they did just beat Burnley 2-1, but then that's Burnley, I mean, not much is it? And I do think Crystal Palace are going to win this. And Glasner, he's going to be really happy, but he'll take the 3 points at St James's Park. I definitely think that. The next match is Spurs vs Sunderland, and Spurs are at home, and I do believe Thomas Frank, he's going to do a great job at Tottenham, but Tottenham fans, they need to be patient with him, they need to trust him, and they just aren't doing that from what I hear online. And I do think Sunderland, they're going to give him a good match, but I do think it'll end in a 2-2 draw. Sunderland will probably have to take this. Spurs fans, I feel like they will be okay with that, to be honest, because Sunderland, they're quite high up in the league, and I feel they're above them in the league as well, so I think they will take this. The last match is Manchester City vs Chelsea. I'm dropping a whole video on why Chelsea are going to beat them. That'll release tomorrow, 7 p.m. Go watch that. But this match will end 3-2 to Chelsea, and I have a whole in-depth video on it tomorrow. But thank you guys for watching. Could you like, comment, share, subscribe? What do you think about predictions? What do you guys predict is going to happen? Thank you for watching.